All right, today I am taking a look at a fairly innovative product. This is called Keeper's Heart, and this is an Irish plus American whiskey. So what does that mean? This idea I think has been around in several different iterations, but I think this is the first company, this is based out of Minneapolis, to actually really go for it and make it a part of their marketing plan. The fact that they are blending 3 different whiskeys. So they've got Irish pot still whiskey, which is the very traditional style of Irish whiskey, which includes a portion of malted and unmalted barley. So it's richer, oilier, it's got kind of a richer mouthfeel. And then they've got single grain Irish whiskey, which is basically like Irish bourbon, but in new casks and distilled at a higher proof, typically used in blending. And then they've got 4-year rye whiskey in here from MGP. So 2 Irish whiskeys and an MGP rye mixed together. What are you going to get? And that's Keeper's Heart. And I think the whole concept of the brand is to take something, a lot of people are doing Irish whiskey brands. A lot of people are doing American, using, a lot of people are bottling and selling MGP, but nobody's really doing this like specific type of blending across whiskey countries and putting the whole thing together. So let's see what it tastes like. Let's see what it smells like. So on the nose, pretty typical of Irish whiskey. It's got a nice floral aroma. There's kind of a grassiness to it. There's definitely like an apple pear thing going on as well. So it's got that kind of light, grassy, lemon, floral, combined with a little bit more orchard fruit than maybe what you would typically get in an Irish whiskey. I'm not picking up any of the spice yet from the rye, but I expect that more on the palate, not necessarily on the nose. So let's give it a sip. So I think my biggest concern here was that it was going to taste like either a weird rye whiskey or a weird Irish whiskey, and it definitely does not. It's got a great combination of those lighter, floral, grassy flavors, and then you really get the spice on the back of the tongue, kind of going all the way through the mid-palate. It's a very innovative flavor profile. It's a very innovative brand. It's bottled at 86 proof. I know they're working on some higher proof versions. I've tasted some higher proof Irish whiskey that I was a little like, I don't know if it can go this high, but I think, somewhere between 86, 100, maybe pushing it to 110, they could really see some different flavors come through and carry it. Let me taste it one more time. Yeah, more of the rye spice on that one. But it's just really interesting how you get the Irish whiskey on the front and the rye on the back. It's kind of like a mullet. The other thing that they've got, we don't have this in yet, is the Irish plus bourbon. So this will be really interesting to try, but they've got a whole lineup. But for now, we've got this one, which is the Irish plus American. It's that rye whiskey and that double Irish whiskey blend out of Minneapolis. And it's really interesting because there was a brand that Jim Beam bought years ago called Two Gingers. It was another Irish whiskey brand actually founded in Minneapolis. So I don't know if there's something about Minneapolis and Irish whiskey, but I know it gets pretty cold up there, so you need something to keep you warm. But anyway, Keeper's Heart, Irish plus American. It's definitely innovative and definitely something that I think is worth checking out. So there you go. Cheers.